our countdown. And we're going to start. We're going to invite a friend of ours. He's a scholarship recipient of the Latin Grammy Cultural Foundation. He graduated from the New School here in New York in 2019, and he's now a professional musician doing amazing things. Please welcome Baden Goyo from Venezuela. Vamos, Baden. Are you guys ready to start our live stream? We're going live. Who's ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? ¿Sí? ¿No? ¿Están listos? Nos vamos. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, students. I love you. Hello. My name is Sophia Russo, and I am the principal of the High School for Media and Communications. And I want to say on behalf of our school community, thank you to the Latin Grammy Cultural Foundation and to J.P. Morgan Chase for sponsoring this event for our young people. We are here today to provide access to our students so that they can learn from music industry professionals and financial experts. It is important to note that every single one of our students that you see here today is passionate about something. They all have a light shining in them, and we see that light when they sing, when they dance, when they play instruments, when they play sports, when they write, when they draw, when they ask questions, when they create content. It's up to us to keep their lights shining bright. And this is what we're doing here today. We are showing our students that we value them and we believe in their ability to make this world a better place through their art, their sports, their passion, their creativity, and their decision making. We know the power of what our young people can do when we embrace their genius. We're a small school with a very big heart. We're the jewel of Washington Heights. And here at Media, we don't just tell our students that we know that they are the next generation of artists and visionaries. We show them. We show them by developing music programs, building a film, television, and music recording studio, by building a sports program, by working with Ms. Zuleika Velasquez to build a media and performing arts division. Our students create original films, commercials, musical and theatrical pieces. We show our students that we value them and we believe in them by being here with Carole Joseph, Carlos Rivera, Riggs Morales, the Latin Grammys, and Chase Bank executives to pass on knowledge and access to resources, to pass the baton. In the words of Lin-Manuel Miranda, eyes up, hearts up, minds sharp, compassion on full blast. Okay, let's go. Thank you. And now I'm going to introduce the Executive Director of the Latin Grammy Cultural Foundation, Rocky Egusquiza. Rocky Egusquiza. Thank you.
Let's do a better round of applause for the principal. You can feel that passion and commitment and the great work she's doing at this school. Thank you, Mrs. Russo, and congratulations to you and the entire faculty. It is exceptional what you're doing here, and you are really teaching exceptional students, and that's each of you here. So a round of applause for each of you. For us at the Latin Grammy Cultural Foundation, it's really a pleasure to be here with you. and we're happy to be back. We were here with Lin-Manuel, and we're able to make a nice donation to your music program, and I got a chance to see earlier how you're all putting that to work, and we're super excited, happy to be back. I want to give a quick shout out to Loud and Live, the Miranda Family Foundation, and the Hispanic Federation for their continued collaboration with us. To date, the foundation has supported 383 exceptional music students to attend prestigious institutions all around the world. We've invested more than $9.3 million in scholarships, grants, musical instrument donations, and educational programs worldwide. Let's take a look at a short video that shows our impact.
Es un honor para mí y the Latin Grammy Cultural Foundation otorgarte la beca Prodigio de Sophia Carson Prodigy Scholarship.
Pero en estos meses he tenido el tiempo de admirar tanto lo que hacen por músicos latinoamericanos, que es justamente la razón por la cual yo me quiero dedicar a la música.
Quiero darle las gracias a los Latin Grammy por dejarme ser parte de este proyecto y donar. La beca se llama Nicky Jam y estoy aquí ayudando a estos jóvenes a que rompan y sean los próximos artistas.
No one can speak to your experience the way you can speak to your experience. And that's why we need you as artists, because you're going to illuminate something that I don't know about, and you're going to change the world.
That our purpose goes beyond just making music, about inspiring younger generations of people to dare to dream and dare to follow their dreams.
Una nueva experiencia, algo muy bonito poder compartir con toda la chavalada aquí de la escuela de San Antonio y poder obviamente explicarles un poquito de cómo trabajo, qué es lo que hago fuera de, obviamente, de la cantada, y aparte poder escucharlos cantar y tocar, se me hizo algo muy bonito.
These workshops is to provide emerging musicians the tools for success in your craft.
Keep your dreams or make a plan of how you're going to get to that dream.
We have companies now that believe in the Latino market, believe in minorities.
You have the tools and support that you need.
Formar parte de este selecto club. Pensaba mucho en ser original.
Becas por iglesias, Mar de España.
Muchísimas gracias por seguir siguiendo y apoyando a jóvenes como yo, que celebramos nuestra herencia en la música hispana y latina.
Muchísimas gracias y sigan apoyando, por favor.
Gracias.
Thank you. I want to give a big shout out to our entire foundation team for your passion, commitment, and tireless work making an impact globally for music creators. I also want to thank one of your own, Zulaika Velasquez, the artistic director here at the school. Gracias por todo su apoyo and for bringing these opportunities to the students here. Through our Latin Grammy Master Series, we offer students lectures and conferences with talented and experienced musicians and business professionals from all areas of the industry. What a pleasure to be with you today for our Latin Grammy Master Series, Educación Financiera, in partnership with Chase. The hands-on information about savings and budgeting is often not taught in schools. And we are grateful to JP Morgan Chase for their partnership and commitment to providing financial wellness to Latin music makers and to each of you here as you build your career in Latin music and entertainment, in media, and in the arts. A special thank you to Silvana Montenegro and William Jaramillo of JP Morgan Chase for your vision and your partnership. We could not do the work we do in the community without your support. And together, we continue to be global champions for music education, for financial wellness, and for empowering communities through Latin music and culture. I also want to thank our special guest artist, singer, songwriter, Carole Rivera, and Riggs Morales, the Senior Vice President of A&R Artist Development at Atlantic Records. Thank you for believing in our mission. I can't wait for you all to hear from them. Listen to their stories. Listen to their nuggets, because they used to be you. And they are where they are today, and we can learn so much from them. And, of course, Carol Joseph from People en Español, who's going to be moderating our panel later on in the program. Thank you for your support. Now, I want to welcome our partner from JP Morgan Chase, who's a true champion of the Hispanic Latino community. As the global head of advancing Hispanic and Latinos at JP Morgan Chase, she leads a team of professionals that are all dedicated to making an impact and providing opportunities to Hispanics. Let's get loud and join me in a round of applause to welcome Silvana Montenegro.
Thank you, Rocky, and thank you all for being here today. I want to start with a big thank you to our hosts, as well as to the high school students here for producing this beautiful event. So, as Rocky said, I lead an organization at JP Morgan Chase called Advancing Hispanics and Latinos. So what we do at the end of the day is to promote access and opportunities for Hispanics and Latinos globally. And the beauty is we do not do this alone. The same way that I have one center of excellence that is focused on Hispanics and Latinos, we also have 6 other centers of excellence focused on each and every community. Because our mission is really to drive equity and inclusion for each and all communities. This partnership with the Latin Grammy Cultural Foundation has been very special to us. And it is special in the sense that, one, we love the work that the foundation is doing, and we love to help build not only the next generation of artists, but the next generation, which it all starts with financial health education. And this program for us is so important because our goal here today and with every session we have is to help you build your own financial journey. Because without that, it's very hard for us to realize any one of our dreams. I came to this country 26 years ago. I was a recent graduate from college. All I had was really a dream and a few dollars in my pocket. I remember first, few months I would have to decide if I would have a bagel or a yogurt for dinner, right? And I think that even though I worked in a bank, just walking into a branch was something that was extremely scary to me. So what did I do? I faced my fear. And thanks to that discipline and that effort, I was able to continue growing in my career. That's what I wish for all of you. And I do hope that throughout today, you take really good advantage of, what you're learning from our Chase content, from our panel. And it doesn't matter where we are in our financial journey. What matters is what we do next. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the program. I now have the pleasure of inviting my colleague, Francisco Betancourt. He's our Chase Washington Heights Community Manager. And let's start the conversation. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. ¿Qué lo que, muchachos? Ahora sí. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están? no. We need to bring a little bit of that energy from Washington Heights. ¿Cómo están? Now we're talking about, let me get started now. I have the pleasure of being responsible. I am Francisco Betancourt. I am the community manager for the Washington Heights location and the area, and also including Inwood. I am responsible for building and nurturing relationship with community leaders, community organization, and at the same time also being able to find the financial literacy with those organizations to bring it to the residents of Washington Heights, including like yourself. In this case, I'm going to ask you to please, the information that you're going to get, even though it's going to be a brief information, to be able to share it, not only to keep it to yourself, but also to share with some family members, friends, so because it's a valuable information. I didn't have this information when I was growing up. So I think it's a very, very important information before you hit the ground running in your career, deep in your career in the media, in the entertainment industry, and the musical industry. So we're going to be talking today, really briefly, like I said, savings and budgeting. Who here is being able to save for a concert? Somebody to raise their hand for a concert? How you did it? What was that again? And that's what we're here for, to be able to show many of you, maybe some of you knows how to do that, but we're going to be able to show you how to save to be able to go to the concert or to be able to buy the next equipment for your musical instrument or maybe your mixer or one of the musical instruments. And one of the things that I want to share with you is a personal experience that I had when I was growing up, when I was going to college, and I was sharing with my colleagues. When I was going to college, I had to save money because my parents didn't finance my college education, and I had to save money. I was working in a financial institution in the Dominican Republic, my native, and I had to save funds every month in order for me to be able to pay the tuition for the next semester. So the reason why I'm letting you know that is because that is going to take me to the SMART goal format. So that way, a SMART format is going to tell you a specific. A specific, in my case, was without even knowing, I was already executing the SMART goal format because it was a specific. It was for my college education. It was measurable because I had to save pretty much like around 6,000 Dominican pesos back then, and then, but I needed to make it achievable. I have to make it to save on a monthly basis in order for me to be able to pay for the next semester at the beginning of the next semester. Why is that relevant? It was for my college education, and the reason why I want to share that with you because I know it relates. Because your next step is you're going to go to college, so time bound. Every time we have a goal, it's very important that we have a date and an amount attached to it. A date, because if you don't have a date, it's going to be just a wish or it's just going to be like a dream. So it's very important that you have a date. In my case, I needed to have it like by the 5th month. So for the next semester, I was going to be able to get the funds to pay for the next tuition. So with that, we're going to move on now to understanding the cash flow. How do you understand the cash flow? We're going to be measuring here and taking a look at the income and expenses. Income is anything from your paycheck. It could be also for anything that you sold probably through eBay, anything that is coming in. All of those are considered income, additional support, and also a side job that you may have. So, and also, now we'll be moving to the expense side. Groceries, anything that you have to pay out, that you have to take out in order for you to be able to pay for expenses. Transportation, subway, fun, hobbies, childcare. In this case, I know it's probably not relevant to you right now, but it will in the future because I know you're starting in your career. But when you start, then that's going to be very important for you. It's not useful right now, but eventually it will. Probably it will be. Most of you are under your parents' umbrella, so this one, it's useful for your parents. And then part of the expenses are broken in two pieces. The needs and the wants. And some of the examples that we have, the needs are the regular expenses, the fixed expenses, the must-have expenses, the essential. Similar to like the rent that we have to pay. If you own a car or you lease it, you have to pay the insurance. Those are the needs. Those are the ones that you have to pay on a monthly basis. Wants are not that necessary. So those are similar to non-essential expenses, nice to have, but they're not required. They're not necessary to have. And some of those are some utilities. It can fluctuate, especially during the month of summertime, because we have air conditioning, then it's going to go up. Those are flexible. Dining out, some of the hobbies as well. So those are they're not that necessary in order for you to be able to have it and to be able to have. and I want to walk you through the budget. The budget is a plan for you to be able to identify all of your income and also to be able to detail all of your expenses. And that way, you're going to be able to determine if you have anything left. Once you have the income, hopefully it's going to be greater than the expenses. And at the end, that amount, you should be able to get it for the savings account and for your financial future. At the end, before we leave in the front, we have a table, and we're going to be able to share a link and also the QR code, because I know many of you don't have the phone with you. But at the end, we're going to be able to share the link with valuable information about what we are talking about today, but also the budget that you're going to be able to have it not only digitally, but you're going to have it on your phone, and you're going to be able to process income, all of anything that you have incoming, that's income, and then you're going to be able to detail all of your expenses, That way, once you have a positive number, that's a surplus. If you have another number, then that's a deficit. Those are the things that we need to take into consideration and look at them in detail to see what is the adjustment that we have to make. And now, what are you saving for? What are we saving for? In your case, since we are in the media, communication, and the musical industry, maybe you want to save for a mixer, you want to save for a microphone for your studio, or you want to save, you want to make an upgrade in your studio. You need to prioritize which one of those is the one that you need the most in order for you to be able to make it immediate goal, short-term goal, medium-term goal, or long-term goal. Depending on the need that you have, you need to prioritize, like I mentioned, depending on the equipment in this case. But that is applicable for anything that you're going to be doing your goal. And then you have to stick to your plan. You need to be consistent. You need to be disciplined. You need to have a determination in order for you to have a planned spending account. And many organizations will offer you automatic transfer from a checking account to a savings account. Once you have that set, a transfer funds from a checking to a savings account on a monthly basis. You'll set it and you'll forget it, but you know that you're going to be having those funds going to a savings account. Continue to track your expenses. That's very important. Like we said, we talked about the budget, but then you review that regularly to make sure that if there's any adjustment, especially with the non-essential expenses, so that you have to make any adjustment. So that way you can be able to put them in a savings account towards your financial goals. Using also the funds wisely, it's very important that in case that you have let's say you are going to be working with a recording company and you're going to have a sign-up bonus. So that way, once you have that extra income, make sure that you use it wisely and smart. So that's the reason why we are providing this information, so you can make an educated decisions about the extra funds that you're going to be having. And then I'm going to leave you with 3 ideas. So one of them is you need to identify the needs and the wants. Based on that, then you will be able to make some adjustment, especially with the non-essential items, to be able to put them into savings. And then to commit to a savings. So whatever is left, and after you make those adjustments, so you can make some savings and you can commit to 3 months of savings. Okay? And with that, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be able to share this with you. I didn't have that when I was growing up, but I'm glad that I was able to share that with you, but not only to keep it to yourself, share it with your family members, with your friends, and so on. Thank you very much, and I wish you the best. Thank you. Thank you.
Please, another round of applause. Francisco, come here. Thank you for this financial presentation on savings and budgets. I wish I wouldn't seen this presentation. Where were you 20 years ago? Because now I have credit card bills and student loans. So guys, yeah, listen, he's gonna have some workbooks that you can press the QR code and you can download, and it can help you prepare for your future. So please, let's download when you go outside. As you know, my name is Nanette Velez. I'm the Senior Director of Programs at the Foundation. And I am so honored to be with you and everybody and all our friends and present these opportunities and programs that talk about important topics that will help support the future line music makers like you. So please give yourselves a round of applause for being here with us today, taking advantage of these great opportunities. I know someday you're gonna say, hey, I remember what Francisco said in 2023. Me acuerdo cuando Francisco dijo que debería de quitarme del cheque X% for savings. Jewels, people, gems. I would like to invite you to join our panel. Do you want to join us here?
Yes.
You can come here. I'll give you your microphone in a couple of minutes. Now, to start this panel, I would like to call the fantastic Carole Joseph to the stage. She will help me introduce our special guest from the live music industry. Carole is a Mexican-American storytelling content creator and journalist with nearly 20 years of experience in the entertainment news. She currently oversees entertainment content at People en Español and has interviewed many personalities from the world cinema, politics, music, television, including Javier Bardem, Selena Gomez, Edgar Ramirez, Ana Navarro, Emilio Estefan, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Daddy Yankee, Bad Bunny, and please help me give her a round of applause and big welcome to Carole Joseph.
Hello, estoy muy contenta, voy a hablar entre inglés y en español, pero estoy muy feliz de estar aquí con ustedes, chicos, y quiero agradecer a la academia, obviamente, por hacer este tipo de charlas que creo que son excelentes para ustedes. Thank you very much, Latin Grammy Cultural Foundation. Thank you, Chase, for making this possible, and thank you all, guys, for being here. I'm going to talk with 3 amazing men, and the best part is I'm sure that they're going to give you the best advice for your career. Así que escúchenlos muy bien. Now I would like to invite to the stage one of the greatest music journalists and executive with Latino roots. He is Senior Vice President of A&R and Atlantic Records, when he works with artists like Wiz Khalifa. He helped produce the album for Hamilton with Lin-Manuel Miranda. The album won a lot of awards. He also is an active member of the Recording Academy, the Grammys, and in 2020 he created and launched the Academy's Black Music Collective, a group of music professionals dedicated to the inclusion. Por favor, den la bienvenida a Rick Morales. Y el siguiente invitado ha estado en todas partes, literal, en todas partes. Bueno, vamos a esperar a Rix primero a que venga. Rix. Ahora sí, ya estaba a punto de salir porque ya quería verlos a ustedes. El siguiente invitado ha estado en todas partes. Éxitos como Recuérdame, de la película Coco, Te esperaba, Cómo pagarte y Me muero, lo han hecho ser reconocido una de las mejores voces de México. Además de eso, todo esto ha tenido millones de reproducciones a nivel mundial y justo mañana se presenta aquí en Washington Heights, Nueva York, con su tour, un tour a todas partes. Por favor, démosle la bienvenida a Carlos Rivera.
Hola, hola.
¿Aló? ¿Nos oyen?
Sí. Ahora sí, ahora
¿Nos
sí.
oyen? Ok, perfecto.
Creo que sí. Hola. Buenas tardes a todos. Gracias por la invitación. Gracias
Gracias por
Carole,
estar
a todos.
aquí.
Un placer.
Bueno, voy a empezar con Carlos. Voy a empezar contigo. Nos gustaría que nos cuentes un poco más sobre ti. ¿Cuándo fue que sentiste esa chispa de sabes que este es el momento en que me voy a dedicar a la música y que voy a estar en este mundo del entretenimiento? ¿Cuándo fue, Carlos?
¿Cuándo fue? Bueno, hola a todos. Espero que todos hablen español. Because my English is not so good. Pero hay una canción de Andrea Bocelli que se llama Vivo por ella. Y dice que ya no recuerdo cómo fue, si la encontré o me ha encontrado. O sea, literalmente tengo recuerdos de los 4 o 5 años cuando yo quería cantar, veía gente cantando y yo le decía, mamá, papá, quiero cantar. Y fue un poco extraño porque mi familia, yo soy el tercero de 4 hermanos, ninguno canta, ninguno ni siquiera le gusta cantar. Mis papás no cantan, mis abuelos no cantan, nadie siquiera toca un instrumento en la casa.
Te dijeron vas, o sea, te apoyaron.
No, decían, bueno, al niño le gusta cantar, o sea, era como le gusta jugar en el lodo o subirse a los árboles, ¿no? Era como un poquito así. Pero nunca pensaron realmente que era algo en lo que yo estaba enfocado en hacer. Cuando fui creciendo, allá en México, cada lunes se hace homenaje a la bandera y se canta el himno nacional mexicano. Entonces yo era de esos niños que les tocaba cantar el himno nacional o dirigir el himno nacional ante toda la escuela. Y entonces iba en un colegio de monjas y las monjas son las que se dieron cuenta de que el niño cantaba. Entonces se empezaron a pelear entre ellas, de decir, oye, déjame que el niño cante el himno nacional cuando le toca a mi salón. Y entonces yo un poco también, digamos que como todo niño raro, uno busca que pues como una manera de llamar la atención o que alguien te respalde, ¿no? Mis papás, ni mis hermanos, ni mi familia se daban cuenta de que yo era un niño artista y las únicas que sí eran las monjitas. Entonces empecé a escribir canciones por ahí de los 8 años y mis canciones todas eran de letras religiosas. Entonces, ¿y por qué? Seguramente.
Eran alabanzas,
sí,
todo.
Probablemente porque yo quería llamar un poco la atención de ellas, ¿no? Entonces llegaba con la madre Pili, le decía, madre, acabo de escribir esta canción, y entonces les llamaba realmente la atención. Decía, el niño canta, el niño escribe canciones para Dios. Y así fue como realmente, pues digamos que comienza mi inquietud por la música. Yo no sabía si era bueno o era malo, simplemente me gustaba cantar y amaba cantar. Y además, siempre que me preguntaban qué quería hacer de grande, siempre decía, yo quiero ser cantante. Y decía, no, pero tienes que ser algo de a de veras. Y yo, ¿cómo que de a de veras? Sí, o sea, licenciado, abogado, maestro, algo. No, yo voy a ser cantante, yo me voy a dedicar a la música. Cuando cumplí 15 años, en el bachillerato en México hicieron un concurso de canto. Y dije, este es mi momento. Yo participé.
Y aquí soy.
Gané ese concurso en la escuela primero, en el plantel. Después hubo un concurso de todos los planteles, que era el interbachilleres, y lo gané en primer lugar. Y me acuerdo que yo me dije, bueno, si yo gano este concurso, eso quiere decir que tal vez yo sea bueno y que me tengo que dedicar a esto, ¿no? Realmente. Y sí, lo gané. Y a partir de ahí, a mis 15 años, o sea, hace 22 años, es que comienza pues realmente mi camino en la música, porque desde ahí ya no me bajé de un escenario,
Muy bien.
afortunadamente.
Muy bien. Vuelvo contigo, Carlos. Voy contigo, Rick. I know many of the students here, they wanted to be involved in music, with the music and entertainment world.
Yes.
My question is in this, when you're looking back in your early career, ¿harías algo diferente right, before your career and the end?
Wow.
And right now, ¿cómo te sientes? O sea, ¿qué es lo que harías algo diferente a algo al pasado? Perdón.
I can't say I would change anything except just having more financial awareness. And real quick,
Yes.
before we even dive into my story, I really want to make sure that everyone paid really close attention to what Francisco was presenting on that screen. Because for as much as we could talk about the success that I've had as a record executive, I actually wouldn't mind talking about the mistakes that I made, especially as it pertains to financial responsibility. You know, I was born and raised in Washington Heights. I love this neighborhood with all my heart. But I grew up in an immigrant household where the focus is ponte a trabajar, and not really having an understanding of the value of money and what it meant. So I would go to chase, but I would never see any savings in my bank account. It's always taking out. And you said something interesting about wants and needs. I learned that lesson the hard way later on in life. So I just really want to stress that very important point. I've been in the music business now for close to 25 years. I started as an intern at a magazine called The Source Magazine. That was my entry point. And for as much as I've had success working with Eminem, 50 Cent, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Janelle Monáe, Wiz, I just want to remind folks, because I can't see you, I'm just like you. Same public education, same public school, like literally the same block that you're from, except there's a different number attached to it. And I say this to you because the possibilities are endless. The fact that you're in this room is already a super plus. This is already a start in the right direction. I didn't have this coming up in the business.
And now I know you are working with a great artist, but can you tell us a little bit more your company? What your team are focused on the Atlantic Records?
Sure.
What do you do?
Oh, so my job, I am the Senior Vice President of A&R at Atlantic Records. My job is to find, sign, develop, and break music acts. And I love it. I've been doing it for quite some time. It is very much driven by a passion and love for music. I've already read off a lot of the names that I've worked with, and I didn't know that there was somebody that got paid to look and find music acts. Yeah. And that's what I do for a living. And being at Atlantic for as long as I got close to 10 years now, it's been quite a ride. It's been amazing. But I'm here again to just really remind everyone sitting in these seats, I'm no different than you. Like, really, it's passion and drive and commitment. On all levels. And here we are. I'm honored to be here, and I can't wait to talk more about this thing that I do and how it affects things from a financial standpoint.
Okay, thank you. And Francisco, this question is for you. I believe this action is the key for financial freedom and you going to tell me if I'm wrong, okay? Why creating a budget is important, and how can the students begin to make one?
What was that again?
Why creating a budget is important, and how can the students begin to make one? I think it's the key for financial freedom.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm glad that you asked that question, and I'm happy to be here with Carlos and also Rick. Happy to answer that one. The budget starts with the income, like I was explaining before. The income, expenses, and then you're going to be able to detail all of your expenses, and that's how you're going to be able to make some adjustment. It's very important because it's going to give you the plan for you to move forward and being able, if you have any surplus or extra money, to be able to put into savings and therefore being able to put into your financial, to achieve your financial goals. So I think it's very important, and how you're going to be able to do that, later on, I'll be able to provide, there's a link, especially from Chase, that you'll be able to retrieve the worksheet for the budget. And everybody here will have the opportunity to be able to go to the link, and retrieve that worksheet for the budget, and being able to see what I was telling you. And the top portion is going to show all the income, and you're going to place all the income detail that you have, and at the bottom is the expenses. So once you have that, then you're going to have an idea. And believe me, sometimes you don't even know how many expenses you have once you start detailing them. For the most part, like at the beginning of the year, everybody wants to go to the gym, but then three months down the road, you stop going. So, and then you realize this is a subscription that you can stop, and so on. There's some other apps also, musical apps that I've seen. You don't use them, but you're still paying them. But once you start detailing them in the budget, you're going to be able to make some adjustment. And those are the ones that Rick was talking about, because those are the ones that you can make some changes and remove, because there are some others that are fixed. There are the rent, the utility bills, and so on and so forth.
Okay, gracias. A Carlos, hablando un poco de budget, hablando un poco de dinero, en realidad, la música tiene un budget generalmente para los creadores. Hay cierta cantidad para ellos, pero en los inicios de la carrera de muchos de ustedes no es así. No es tan fácil tener ese budget, ¿sabes? No es tan fácil tener ese dinero con apoyo. ¿En algún momento tú decidiste renunciar o pasó por tu carrera? ¿Sabes qué? No tengo el apoyo económico, me voy. ¿Pasó en algún momento por tu cabeza eso, Carlos?
Bueno, además de que cuando yo comenzaba, mi familia, pues yo vengo de una familia muy sencilla, vengo además de la provincia más pequeñita de todo México, que es Tlaxcala, donde además no había ejemplos claros de artistas que lo hubieran logrado, ¿no? Claro. Es como, bueno, él lo logró, yo también lo puedo lograr, no tenía esos ejemplos. Pero en mi cabeza siempre estuvo el hecho de decir, bueno, si no hay alguien que lo haya hecho, yo voy a ser ese alguien, ¿no? Y tenía muy claro lo que quería. Me acuerdo también pues que no tenía el apoyo tal cual como lo dices, de nadie ni de mi familia. Lo que me ayudó fue que cuando gané ese concurso que les conté, una amiga mía me preguntó que si quería cantar en la boda de su hermana. Y le dije, sí. Dice, ¿cuánto me cobras? Le digo, no sé, yo nunca he cobrado por esto, lo hago por amor, ¿no? Me dice, bueno, dime cuánto me vas a cobrar. Le digo, no lo sé. Entonces me pagó lo que serían $15 por 15 canciones. O sea, $1 por una canción, por canción. Y para mí fue como, en serio, para mí era mucho. O sea, era mucho dinero en ese tiempo, hace 22 años. Porque imagínense que, por ejemplo, yo trabajaba ayudando en un lugar de eventos y me pagaban por todo el día 80 pesos, $4.
Por todo el día.
Por
bueno,
todo
creo,
el día.
Lo creo.
Entonces, sí, para mí $15 era mucho por 15 canciones, que era un poquito más de.
Y aparte haciendo
de
lo que
hora.
te gusta.
Y haciendo lo que me gusta, efectivamente. Entonces fue como, bueno, de aquí soy. Hago esto que lo amo y además me van a pagar. Pues bueno, qué bien. Fui, me preparé mis 15 canciones, canté y de ahí me empezaron a contratar para otros eventos. Con esto yo empecé a ayudar a mi familia, a mi mamá, que en ese tiempo era una mujer divorciada con 4 hijos y de alguna manera con eso pues yo pagaba mis propios gastos. Y a veces me metía a concursos donde ganabas el primer lugar y te daban dinero.
Y por ejemplo, con ese primer pago, tú has dicho, ayudabas a tu familia y también bueno, para ti, tus cosas, obviamente.
Sí, mis cosas.
Ahora, en este momento, el Carlos de ahora, ¿con ese dinero haría otra cosa? ¿O lo gastarías en lo mismo? ¿Sería lo mismo?
En lo mismo, porque lo que yo hice fue invertir. Por ejemplo, cuando gané la
Exacto.
primera vez un concurso donde me pagaron dinero, que gané 5,000 pesos, serían $250.
$250.
Lo que hice fue comprarme un traje, ¿no? un suit, para poder tener un vestuario para poder cantar. Entonces yo iba invirtiendo. Entonces, bueno, ya me compré ahora unos zapatos, ya me compré otro pantalón, porque literalmente yo tenía el uniforme de la escuela y tenía un cambio o 2 cambios para mi vida diaria. Entonces,
Y aparte ayudar a tu mamá.
sí, entonces con eso yo tenía un poco más de vestuario para poder cantar, o tenía un pantalón negro y me ponía una camisa u otra, que era lo único que tenía. Entonces yo empecé a invertir en mis propios vestuarios. Después, ¿qué hice? Yo me empecé a buscar mis propias oportunidades. Todo el mundo espera que las oportunidades le caigan del cielo y están ávidos a decir, no, es que nadie me apoya, es que no, nadie me da una oportunidad. Nunca se me olvida cuando yo conocí a Luis Manuel Miranda, que él dijo que cuando empezó a escribir sus obras era porque decía, pues nadie me va a dar trabajo, yo me tengo que dar mis propios papeles en mis propias obras de teatro, ¿no? Y entonces yo hacía lo mismo, yo hacía mis propios conciertos por si no me contrataban, y entonces empecé a buscar patrocinadores que me ayudaran a conseguir tener la publicidad, un escenario, un equipo de audio, una escenografía, pagarle a los músicos. Y entonces así empecé a hacer yo mis propios conciertos. Yo hacía la publicidad, yo pegaba la publicidad, vendía los boletos y luego me subía a cantar. Entonces, cuando empecé a dedicarme realmente, digamos, de manera más profesional, que es cuando aparezco en la televisión, me di cuenta que no es tan diferente. O sea, que a veces uno creyera que uno es amateur, pero cuando vas a las ligas mayores te das cuenta que aprendiste demasiado. Entonces hoy, por ejemplo, a mí me mandan una publicidad de un concierto mío, ya sea en Nueva York, en Madrid, en Buenos Aires, en México, y yo reviso esa publicidad y le digo, no, esa fecha no se ve, tiene que ser en otro color, tiene que ser en otro tipo de letra, la foto no me gusta, los colores no comunican. Entonces, pero eso lo hago desde que tenía 15 años. Entonces, nunca es demasiado temprano para empezar a hacer las cosas bien. Y a partir de ahí, tú nunca sabes que cuando tengas ya las oportunidades grandes, dicen que para saber mandar hay que saber hacer. Y eso es lo que yo aprendí, eso fue lo que yo hice. Yo me hice mis propios conciertos, yo hice mi propia publicidad, y al final, cuando ahora ya tengo quien me ayude a hacerlo, quien lo haga, pero sigo siendo yo el que trata de revisar y de controlar todo. Pero he de decir que cuando llegó el primer gran cheque, lo que hice fue ayudar a mi familia. Fue lo primero.
Perfecto.
Eso sí, y no me arrepiento, lo primero que hice fue pagar o terminar de pagar el crédito hipotecario de la casa de mi mamá.
Perfecto.
La carrera de mi hermana, que le quedaba un poco de tiempo, y luego ayudé a las 2 carreras de mis otros 2 hermanos. Y eso es otra cosa que creo que es importante, y especialmente los latinos lo tenemos muy grabado. La familia lo es todo. Y que si tú ayudas, eso se multiplica. Es una cosa espiritual en la que yo creo, que como energía, cuando tú ayudas, las puertas se te multiplican y las puertas se abren y la vida te da mejores cosas.
Perfecto. Y tengo la última pregunta, pero es para los 3. Can you each provide 1 or 2 financial tips for everybody here? One or 2 tips, consejos for us.
One of the things that I can tell you is keep track of your spending to be able to make and keep on top of it in order for you to be able to make adjustment when it's necessary, especially with the non-essential items.
Yeah.
So that way you're going to be able to keep track of it and follow up, keep track, monitor it, and so you can see the results.
Okay, Rick.
Wow. Needs versus wants it's a real thing. You want those Jordans. You don't need those Jordans. So save your money as best as you can for the bigger picture. I do remember one of the bad habits that I developed as I was growing in my career was asking people for money. And while you have enough confianza para preguntarle a la gente que te presten dinero, it's still not a good look. It's not comfortable. And I wish I would have figured out other ways to invest in myself, and honestly, it started with saving money. It's not that hard.
But you used to save money then?
No, no, I didn't.
No,
Again, I'm going to talk
never.
about the mistakes. I did not save money for a very, very long time because I always felt I needed to buy something. There was an addiction.
I need
Our
this, I need
eyes
that.
were
Yeah.
wired to go into a store and say, I need those jeans. No, I don't. I have 50 pair back home. You know, so differentiating needs from wants is very important. And please, if you can, save your money. And also, don't waste time. Because time, money you can get back, time you can't. So.
Thank you. Carlos, ¿qué consejo podrías darnos aquí?
Bueno, les contaría un par de anécdotas que me tocó vivir, que cuando yo empecé mi carrera y ocurrió muy rápido por un programa de televisión, un reality llamado La Academia. Yo gané ese concurso a los 17, 18 años. Me dieron ese primer gran cheque que les conté y eran $250,000 de ese tiempo, hace 20 años. Y me dieron el mejor consejo que me pudieron haber dado, que era, ¿qué vas a hacer con ese dinero? Me preguntaron y yo dije, bueno, no lo sé todavía. Y me dijeron justo, no te vayas a comprar un Ferrari o un coche o algo. Digo, en ese tiempo se podía con ese dinero, ahora ya no tanto. Pero me dijeron, no te lo vayas a gastar en cualquier cosa. Y me dijeron, ¿tus papás son profesionistas? Le dije, bueno, sí, son maestros, mi mamá es maestra. ¿Cuánto gana? Pues tanto, ¿no? ¿Cuánto le costaría en tiempo trabajar para poder lograr lo que tú te acabas de ganar? Hice mis cuentas, me di cuenta que mi mamá tendría que trabajar toda su vida y no lo iba a juntar. Y entonces me dijo, bueno, ahora sabes lo que te acabas de ganar. Piensa muy bien en cómo lo vas a gastar, porque ojalá Dios quiera que después ganes mucho más que esto, pero como no lo sabemos. Sí, no, y como no lo sabes de verdad, porque hoy pasa eso, hoy los artistas se vuelven famosos muy rápido y empiezan a ganar mucho dinero muy rápido, porque hoy las plataformas te lo permiten, te metes a YouTube, te metes a Spotify y empiezas a ganar y a ganar y a ganar, y entonces creen que ya esa va a ser su modo de vida para siempre. Y entonces yo sí tuve como ese freno de decir, es cierto, no sé si esto va a ser mi vida de ahora en adelante. Y qué bueno que tuve la conciencia, porque yo no volví a ver ese dinero juntos sino hasta 12 años después. O sea que pasó mucho tiempo para que yo lograra ahora sí ganármelo con mi trabajo. Entonces empecé a cuidar mucho en qué gastaba y empecé a invertir en algunas cosas. Entonces el buscar también siempre otras cosas que hacer para no depender solamente de algo, y que de verdad, como yo decía, poder seguir haciendo música, pero porque la amo y no por el dinero. Creo que esa también es otra parte muy importante, el no hacer las cosas solamente por lo que te van a pagar, hacerlo porque de verdad te llena a ti artísticamente o te llena a ti como persona. Y eso, el dinero al final de cuentas va a venir después, ¿no? Creo que, vuelvo a repetir, el mejor consejo fue como el que dice, tú no necesitas esto, ¿no? Cuando lo puedas hacer es porque ya te sobra, no porque lo tienes. No tienes que demostrarle a nadie económicamente con tu ropa o con lo que te acabas de comprar si te vas a endeudar por ello. Por otro lado, el invertir en ti mismo. Cuando gané la academia, pasaron por lo menos 7 años en los que yo no tuve ningún proyecto grande y me quedé literalmente un poco ahí abandonado. En ese momento, que yo no sabía qué iba a pasar o qué iba a hacer, decidí invertir en mí y empecé a tomar clases de todo lo que pude. Empecé a hacer teatro musical. Entonces empecé a tomar clases de ballet, de jazz, de contemporáneo, de actuación, de canto, de entrenamientos para poder tratar de conseguirme los mejores papeles de teatro que pudiera. Así fue como empecé a hacer Mamma Mía en México, La Bella y la Bestia, y fue como llega mi primera oportunidad. Me acuerdo que cuando yo tomaba esas clases me decían, ¿pero para qué te preparas? ¿Qué estás esperando? Le digo, no sé, una oportunidad. Dicen que la suerte es una mezcla de oportunidad más preparación. Y entonces un día me llegó la oportunidad y yo estaba preparado. La oportunidad fue el musical de El Rey León en Madrid, en la primera producción en español. Me llegó una audición, yo mandé un video, me vieron, me llevaron a Madrid. Cuando hice esa audición yo estaba completamente preparado para ese papel y era parte del papel de mis sueños. Y me quedé. Estuve 2 años haciendo el musical allá en Madrid, después lo hice en México. Hice más de 1000 funciones de Simba. Y bueno, terminó siendo el papel que me abriría las puertas hacia la música también, porque en España estoy firmado por Sony Music desde hace 18 años, y el Sony Music de España dijo, queremos sacar el disco de Carlos aquí. Y entonces, bueno, se lanzó el disco allá, se lanzó en Argentina y empezó mi carrera a expandirse, y todo gracias a ese papel y a ese musical y a lo que la preparación me había dado. Entonces, prepárate. No sabes para qué, no sabes cuándo te va a llegar la oportunidad, pero tienes que estar listo. Así que si tienes tiempo porque no tienes oportunidades, prepárate para cuando llegue la oportunidad de estar listo.
And guys, what are some of the opportunities and challenge you see for the students here today?
That's an excellent question. You can't do this without having some sort of drive, passion, and determination. Because there's going to be a point that whatever you decide to go into and after, you're going to get tested. You're going to start questioning whether or not vale la pena to keep going. You're going to go broke. You're going to really your resources are going to start dwindling. But that passion and that drive is going to push you through to get to that next level. Your entire journey to get to where you want to go is probably going to be anywhere between 7 to 10 years, realistically, especially if you want to hit that breakthrough moment of success. For today's students, especially the ones over there, yeah, y'all over there, you guys, right? Focus. You really want to put in focus and take advantage of the opportunities that you're really being presented. Because you're not going to get this all the time. It's not going to be available to you all the time. So the beauty is that you young kids and everybody in this auditorium, you guys are determining the future. The stuff that I'm looking to sign, it's not because I like it, it's because you like it. So I'm leaning on you guys for perspective because you guys are the ones carving out the future. So I really hope that you take full advantage of this opportunity that you're being given here and just match it up with some drive, some determination, and maybe you could be the next A Boogie, Bad Bunny, Ice Spice, Carlos. It's very possible, but it's gonna really rely on your due diligence and your devotion and your passion. That's all.
Thank you very much, guys. And now, I don't know if some students have a question here. Would be great.
Can you guys hear us on the mic?
Yeah. Yes, we can.
Cool.
Hi, my name is Maya, and I'm a junior. So my question for you is, can you share how you prepared for COVID pandemic where like in-person events and concerts were canceled or postponed? How does saving and budgeting prepare you for that crucial moment?
I could barely hear the question. What was it again? I'm sorry.
Can you share how you prepared for the COVID pandemic where in-person events and concerts were canceled or postponed? And how did you save and budget to prepare you for that crucial moment?
That's you, Carlos. Just in terms of the pandemic and how it might have...
Sí, eso afectó a todo el mundo. Y de repente, pues sí, yo cancelé 50 conciertos por culpa de eso. Sin embargo, fue una oportunidad porque se pudo hacer algo diferente como fueron los conciertos digitales, ¿no? En streaming. Increíblemente, por ejemplo, cuando pasó la pandemia, yo facturé todavía más de lo que había facturado el año anterior. Y eso porque empezamos a hacer muchísimas alianzas con las marcas. Las marcas no podían hacer el tipo de patrocinios que hacían regularmente y entonces buscaron a mucha gente que se pudiera aliar con ellos para hacer live streamings o campañas. Y entonces allí fue donde, por lo menos en nuestro caso, empezamos a trabajar mucho en hacer conciertos digitales con marcas y eso fue lo que pudo compensar un poco el hecho de que no podíamos hacer conciertos presenciales.
Okay. Hello, my name's Isaidik,
And my question to you is, can you describe a challenging time in your career and how did you overcome that situation?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, of course. Can you describe a challenging time in your career and how did you overcome that situation?
Cuento esta parte porque cuando gané el programa de la academia, era yo muy chico, con 18 años apenas, y parecía que ya lo había logrado, ya estaba yo donde soñaba y de repente pues sales a una realidad donde no es eso que tú crees, ¿no? Yo decía, bueno, ¿dónde está mi avión privado? ¿Dónde vamos a viajar? ¿Dónde están las giras mundiales? ¿Dónde están los estadios llenos? Y te das cuenta que eso no lo es todo, porque es muy fácil dejarse llevar por lo que uno ve. Hay mucha gente que hoy quiere ser artista, pero quiere ser por este tipo de cosas y piensa que ya sacas una canción y mañana vas a ser súper famoso. Empezó, sí, al principio con buenas oportunidades, pero después me fui quedando en el olvido de la compañía que me había, donde yo había estado, ¿no? Que me había firmado. Y vinieron años muy duros, fueron 6 años para ser exactos, en los que realmente yo no tuve grandes oportunidades. Fue donde les cuento que me puse manos a la obra, empecé a prepararme. Fue el tiempo en el que yo dije, bueno, si no puedo hacer otro tipo de cosas porque mis contratos no me permitían, yo tenía un contrato que no me permitía hacer otra cosa más que teatro, dije, ok, si el teatro es lo único que tengo, me voy a convertir en el mejor que pueda. Y allí fue donde me preparé todo lo que pude y empezaron a llegar las oportunidades. Para cuando yo logré deshacer ese contrato, que como les digo duró 6 años, justo poquito tiempo después llegó la oportunidad del Rey León. Y yo estaba listo, estaba con mucha hambre de todo lo que no había podido hacer durante todos estos años. Allí es donde dicen que en las crisis de todo lo que pasa, como una pandemia o lo que sea que alguien vive, llegan las más grandes inspiraciones, porque tienes de dos cosas: o te quedas donde estás y te pones a llorar y empiezas a echarle la culpa a todo el mundo de tu desgracia, o sales y empiezas a buscarte la manera de salir adelante. Esas son dos caminos, y yo busqué por el otro, en lo que tenía, con lo que podía, y para cuando llegó una oportunidad y yo ya estaba libre, pues el camino se abrió y hasta el día de hoy, gracias a Dios, no ha parado. Pero pues sí, esa sí fue como la parte dura, porque no fue un mes, no fue un año, no 2 ni 3, fueron 6 años. Y pudimos haber tirado la toalla en cualquiera de estos 6 años, pero nunca, o sea, I never give up.
That was amazing.
We have another question. No? Nobody? No. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. And gracias por esta oportunidad. Muchas gracias a ustedes y ya saben, ahorren y focus.
Gracias.
Thank you.